Okay, I'd seen posted on the E2E forum for TI where the company Arrayent or Arrayent has enabled their cloud service with the CC3220, the TI CC3220, which I have here on the left. And with their cloud service, they've also enabled in Alexa, with the Amazon Echo, Alexa skill, which allows you to control with the voice commands through Alexa to control certain features on the CC3220, such as the LEDs, and you can get status of the push buttons and things like that. So I reached out to Arrayent, I need to figure out how to pronounce that, and to find out if I can get access to this and perhaps get a hold of their dev kit. So that's what they have. They have a dev kit for the CC3220, which also includes the source code as well as precompiled binaries for the code to run this environment. So this includes the web app, which I'm showing on here, which is called Utility from Arrayent. And you have to go through a series of configurations and setting the board up, installing their binary on it, and then and getting it configured for the Wi-Fi, as well as adding some keys to it. So so there's a security feature in there as well. So, and that's through a console, through a serial console, which was sort of challenging because there's no echo back on the commands as you type them. And I'll show those perhaps later in another posting. But for the road test, this is a video for the Element 14 road test with the CC3220 that I'm working on. I'm just going to show some of the basic features that you can do with this. So yeah, so I reached out to Arrayent, and they were gracious enough to provide me access to their dev kit. So I downloaded that and got the board set up and configured, and then you have to go through getting that configured. Then they have a mobile app that they have as well, which you can set up a user account. And then once you've done that, then you can get the access to their utility, which shows all the configuration features that they have on their web for the CC3220. And some of the things that they have is what you end up having to configure on here is like this counter name for living room, kitchen with the LED, LED one, and then bedroom. So you name some features on here that allows Alexa to manipulate it, and then Alexa picks these up with the skill, and it keys off the living room, kitchen, and there's a thermostat for the temperature. And it'll tell you, if you ask it, it'll tell you what devices are available, and then you can control those through the voice commands. So with this mode, this is the monitor control feature of the utility app, or actually it's a web service. So this is a web page that they have through the Arrayent Cloud. So let's say for LED 1, I can turn it off, and you see the LED went off, and then the state should show off as well, and then I can turn it back on, as well as the other LED, and you turn it back on. So there's those type of features that are on here. So this is a cloud feature that that's part of the configuration as well. And then once you have this set up, then you install the Alexa skill, and once you have the Alexa skill loaded, and then it ties in, so you have it tie into this account, and then it could pull in the information, and it's communicating with the cloud, the Arrayent Cloud service that they have, and then that allows you to control the CC3220. So on this other screen that I have, let's move this away. Anyway, here we go. So this is the Arrayent Alexa skill. So there's a little bit of information, but they give you some examples of what you can say to Alexa. I have the microphone off because if I said Alexa, she would wake up. And then once this is set up, and then you have this, and you can ask it information. So if I turn it on, so I can say, Alexa, ask Arrayent to list my devices. Maybe I said it wrong. Alexa, ask Arrayent to list my devices.
You have the following devices: thermostat, kitchen, bedroom, living room.
Yep, so that was a list from the other web page. And then so she gives you a list of the features that are out there. Move this up a little bit more. And then there's another example like here. Alexa, ask Arrayent to turn off the light in the kitchen.
Okay.
And then the light went off. Alexa, ask Arrayent to turn on the light in the kitchen.
Okay.
There you go. Alexa, ask Arrayent the temperature.
In Antelope, there's an excessive heat warning in effect until Sunday, September 3rd, 9 p.m. The current weather is 83 degrees with clear skies. Today, you can expect mostly sunny weather, with a high of 104 degrees and a low of 67 degrees.
I think she got the wrong temperature. Alexa, ask Arrayent the temperature.
The temperature is 45 degrees.
And I believe that's Celsius. So there you go. So that's an example of how you can communicate with the CC3220 using an Alexa skill and with a cloud service that Arrayent, I guess, has provided. Let me go turn her off real quick. Okay. If I say her name again, she's going to keep. So, I mean, that's a quick and dirty example of how this works. I'm very thankful that the good folks over at Arrayent allowed me to have access to this and to provide this for the road test. And I'll probably post another video with some other examples, but also I'm going to do a posting with some more of the details as far as the configuration. It is quite an involved configuration on the board, and like I said, there's a console where you have to run commands, but it doesn't echo back, so you don't see what you're typing, and so you're hoping you type the correct thing. And then there was a couple of things that are a little bit confusing, but for the most part, I think what they showed on the E2E website was 15 minutes to cloud. Maybe I had some personal issues with that, but I wasn't able to do that. Going back, maybe I can do that now. I think going through a couple times with this and getting it installed, getting configured, and understanding where things fit, perhaps would put me in the 15-minute range. It actually took me a few days to get here, but that's me. So there you go. That's just a quick and dirty example of the Arrayent Alexa skill going through their cloud service to the CC3220. And where they use this, well, let me go back where they would use this. They work with big companies like GE and some of the big appliance companies where something like this would maybe put into, say, a smart oven or a smart something that's in the kitchen. And this, so I mean, instead of just LEDs and stuff like that, so you would have other things that you would configure. And so they do in the dev kit do provide you with the code, so you can modify the code and use that as a baseline for your own application. And so this is just a dev kit, and then just getting things set up and get it configured, then going from there. So that's pretty cool, and that was just a quick and dirty example of that. There you go.